name of my vehicle is now, for this voyage, Crunchy Nugget. Star date, I don't know, because I have never put time and effort to actually learn how to read star dates like they do in Star Trek. As I'm taking a voyage, traveling, I have met my first checkpoint, the halfway mark to my destination. It is far, vast, and there's nothing surrounding me. When I say nothing surrounding me, all you see is trees. That was from a forest fire that happened 2 years ago, and it's still quite crispy. And there's nothing and nothing and nothing, miles and miles of nothing. And as you find miles and miles of nothing, well, perfect place to bury your body. But that's not the point. I am taking a voyage. Well, I'm gonna go pay some stuff. But now, where was I? Yeah, whoa, dead thing on the road. Eaten by something else. Looks like a raccoon. It is a raccoon that was eaten by what looked like some form of a vulture. Alright. Now, that was dodged awesomely. Now, as I'm driving down this road, there will be many things that could be surrounding me. At any time, there could be black bear, or deer, or small animals such as raccoons, sometimes beavers, sometimes otters. Because right next to the street, there is a creek, and it goes all the way across throughout the whole road thing. So, there's some water that goes across it. Now, this area is quite treacherous based on that there's almost no communications out here. Highway 264 is the middle of nowhere. You got a 50-mile drive from Manio, North Carolina, all the way to Englehart, North Carolina. And from there, you have 50 miles with only one itty-bitty village. When I say village, I mean tiny place that is too small to actually be considered a town, called Stumpy Point. After you pass Stumpy Point, that is your halfway mark to Englehart. And that's basically your only gas station is in Englehart, not even in Stumpy Point. So you got at least 50 miles. Hopefully you don't run out of gas. Hopefully nothing happens to you either, because there's all sorts of stuff that could happen, like your car breaks down and you're stuck out here. And if you're stuck overnight, stay in your vehicle, because black bears will visit your vehicle, and if they can, they will get in your vehicle and eat you, or eat your vehicle. The insides, not the outsides. Metal's bad for their teeth. So yes, this nice long voyage that I'm taking goes through from Dare County to Hyde County. As you cross from and to Dare County to Hyde County, you'll find that there's a change of nature. It's very funny that you see that you can actually tell if you're ever stopped in either side of the county. You can tell which side you're actually located on, because the trees are different. Well, when I say different, it's like the ones around here are actually somewhat burnt from that fire, and the ones over in Hyde County, they're actually on the other side of a marsh, and even the trenched gutter thing that's right next to us where the water is actually different. Yes. Plus you'll see a denser amount of trees and such, based on that area is higher for hunting. A lot more people do hunting over there, because people don't live out there. It's full of trees because of all the marshland. The marshland you can't build on. As you can't build on the marshland, well, they just let nature take over, grow nice and thick, where they have sorts of what's this stuff? It's like this underground moss that grows, and if that stuff, peat moss. Once peat moss catches fire in a blaze, it's basically smoking underground. So even if you try to drown all the fire out, the ground is still going to be smoking for a while. It happens from time to time. The last one started from a lightning bolt that struck a tree. That's what they said. A lightning bolt struck a tree in the middle of nowhere, started the fire, and they just couldn't really contain it that well. Once that happened, it burnt quite a bit. It actually went across the road, burnt both sides. I mean, it insane. I couldn't drive through 264. I had to take a outside route because I was actually commuting from Englehart at the time whenever I was working. The commute would take about an hour, while going around would take about an hour and 20 minutes. It sucked. What else? Yes, the what? Where was I? Yeah, no, I wasn't there. Okay, hunting. With all the hunting that's done out here, it's mostly because while driving down here, you can't just say, oh, hunting is bad, shooting Bambi is bad, Bambi's mother. Well, if we don't shoot a certain amount of Bambi's moms and dads, well, you won't get deer jerky. And another thing, too, that happens is that the overpopulation of the animals will allow them to start crossing the road more often, causing more vehicular collisions with deer and cars, and, you know, bad. We don't want that. Well, what happens, too, is that same goes with the black bear. The black bear population is basically controlled where there's only a certain amount of bear that can be hunted. What they call is harvesting. I was overhearing hunters as they were talking, and it was really interesting. I like to overhear things whenever people talk about stuff that I don't understand, so I get an understanding to it. They call it a harvest. Every hunter that is permitted to hunt is allowed to hunt one black bear each per year. That means after they hunt one, they can't hunt until the following year. Every hunter that goes out hunting, they don't go out by themselves. They go in groups, so they can all do a bit of teamwork. The idea is that it's not just about hunting and, you know, killing something. It's about getting the meat, the fur, the head, the claws, all those awesome things that you want to go, sitting in the corner. Now that is what quite a few people do. It's a bit of a tradition to quite a few families. But while hunting out here, it keeps the population in check. Plus, while you hunt, they actually have to be registered, every single bear. Different organs are tested for, let's say, parasites and diseases, just to see how the bears are. Every bear is tested, every bear that is hunted legally. There is illegal bear hunting all the time, but, you know, people are jerks. Let's see, what else? I can't remember. Bump. So yes, a lot of marshlands, a lot of trees, a lot of animals. If you ever want to hide yourself, like you're a fugitive and hide from everything, live in this area. You might not live, but no one will ever find you, or find you again.